Hello everyone and welcome to this week's history video brought to you by the Clinton Public Library. This week we'll be taking a look at the article written for Max Rosenblatt's Death in the Daily Clintonian. This article covers a great deal of Mr. Rosenblatt's history. A sense of loss such as it is seldom felt settled over Clinton today as word spread of the sudden death of Max Rosenblatt, 76 years old, one of the city's oldest and most prominent business and civic leaders. Although in failing health for years, Mr. Rosenblatt had continued actively to manage Rosenblatt's, Clinton's largest department store. He had maintained his keen interest in the Clinton Chamber of Commerce and everything that was for the betterment of his home community. Death came quickly and unexpectedly at about 9 p.m. Thursday. An ardent golfer, whenever he felt that his physical condition permitted, he had played around at the Clinton golf course and had returned home to take a shower. Disturbed by the fact that he had taken a long time for his bath and the water was still running, Mrs. Rosenblatt investigated and found the body. Death appeared to have been almost instantaneous and was attributed to heart disease. Mr. Rosenblatt was a son of the late Samuel and Rose Baker Rosenblatt, born in the Russia of the Tsars, November 15, 1885. This may in part have accounted for his intense loyalty to his adopted country and his feeling that nothing could ever be basically wrong with the United States. He first came to the United States with his parents when 1 year old. They soon returned to Europe and lived there for a time, again coming to this country when Max was 4 years old. The family settled in Baltimore for a short time and went from there to Oklahoma. Then they moved to Hawesville, Kentucky, where he received his education and where he first went into the clothing business. He was also in business in Princeton for a short period. In 1913, with his brother, the late Nathan Rosenblatt, he came to Clinton where they opened Rosenblatt Brothers Clothing and Shoe Store at a time when this was a prosperous coal mine area. After his brother's death in 1926, Mr. Rosenblatt continued operating the business. The first store was near the corner of Main and Vine Streets, and from there it was moved to the building now occupied by the Lucky Strike Bowl. In 1938, he demonstrated his faith in Clinton by purchasing the old Morgan Emporium building on South Main Street, which he remodeled into one of the most attractive clothing stores in western Indiana at a time when the city was in a much more depressed condition than it was today. When Clinton was left without banking facilities during the Depression, he was active in securing a Clinton branch of the Citizen State Bank of Newport and was a director at the time of his death. He had also served as a member of the Vermilion County Hospital's board since June of 1948. He was a member of the Masonic Lodge at Hawesville, Kentucky, of the Benevolent Protective Order of Elks at Owensboro, Kentucky, the Clinton Lions Club, the Clinton Chamber of Commerce, the Loyal Order of the Moose, and the Vermilion Country Club. Surviving are the widow, Ethel, one brother, Leo, of Hawesville, one sister, Mrs. Preston Minor, of Cannelton, Indiana, as well as several nieces and nephews. The body was removed to the Karanovich Funeral Home, where services will be held at 10 a.m. Monday with Rabbi Bernard M. Cohen in charge. Interment will be made in Walnut Grove Cemetery. Active pallbearers will be Harold Basinger, John Goldner, Thomas Griffiths, Larry Beard, Barry Baxendale, and Daniel Boone. Honorary pallbearers will be George Stevenson Sr., Mark Nebeker, E.C. Boyd, E.D. Zell, E.D. Zell Jr., W.E. Jerish, Victor Asbury, Maurice Hagarty, John Guerry, George Walthall, and A. Wasserman. Thank you for sticking with us, patrons. As we wind down this week's video, please, let's take a moment of silence for Mr. Rosenblatt. Thank you for joining us on this week's Snapshot of History, and as this provided an excellent background of the man that started it all, you can expect that a history video covering the full history of Rosenblatt's department and clothing store is in the works. If you have any memories of Mr. Rosenblatt or his store, please leave them in the comment section down below.